Hi, welcome back to Miko Prime, and welcome to Mega Man Unlimited. Now, there's two reasons why I'm playing this. One, because I just freaking love Mega Man style games. They're my favorite style, and I've been mentioning it so often throughout my videos, that anytime I play anything reminiscent to Mega Man, like the 20XX video I made, it just, like, all my freaking nostalgia, like, factors just go... Anyways, so a couple things to note. Mega Man Unlimited is not a game that came from Capcom. It came from this other company called like Phil X or something like that, and they specified that this has nothing to do with the canon story at all. It's just their interpretation as to what they thought would be awesome to put into a Mega Man game. But this game is also relentlessly difficult. Like, if I were to go in a new game, you have original, easy, and insta-death, which is, all of those are self-explanatory. And you can start with the charge buster or the default, which is where you just don't charge, you can only rapid fire it. But anyways, yeah, so I freaking love Mega Man games, and when I saw this was a fan-made game, I was just like, holy crap, this sounds awesome, so I downloaded it, tried it out, and it was pretty freaking cool. But they came out with tons of updates, and they're still putting out updates for this game, which is really cool. Because apparently now, if you beat this game on original or harder, you get to unlock a new playable character. I don't even know who that is. But anyways, so there's... oh, frick, I forgot what I was even going to say. There's tons of new stuff in here, and there's a couple things that I've been trying out. Like, for instance, they added this thing called Whirlpool Man Stage, which I was like, what? And you actually play a whole nother stage added onto the game. So you have like the original 8 bosses, or the original 8 robot masters you normally have to go through, and then there's this one. But then what's really cool is the weapon from this guy goes into the main game, which I was like, what? They also added challenges, which, yeah, they're pretty freaking hard. Like, any of these perfect robot master levels or whatever means you can't take any damage, and you have to kill them with just the normal buster. You don't even have the charge buster. Never mind, I lied. You have the charge buster, apparently. I was just being stupid, and I was trying to do it without using the charge buster, which I did 2 of them. I also did what's called Tank Man Omega and Jet Man Omega, which are literally just way harder versions of the bosses, and all you get is your buster and a full bar of health. That's it. Anyways, all the Omegas do, apparently, the Omega versions, because when you play the original game, after beating those, your actual, like, energy bar, where it, like, up over here or whatever, when it shows, like, what weapon you're using, down at the bottom of it, it shows its Omega symbol. And I was like, oh, freaking cool. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up and get into the game now. I just realized I spent 3 full minutes talking about this. So the story of the game is that... yeah, let's go with the original. So the story of the game is that everything was peaceful again, pretty much same plot as usual. Suddenly robots start acting frantic all over the place and start causing havoc, explosions start happening. But then, instead of just, you know, this traditional, like, oh, going after Wily's robots to stop them first, they went straight to Wily. And they're like, what the crap, man? And Wily is like, I seriously had nothing to do with this at all. And I don't know what's going on. So Dr. Light and Mega Man decided to believe him for now. And they found that there was something else controlling his robot, something unknown. And they're trying to figure out what the heck that was when this mysterious figure kidnaps Dr. Wily. And so now your job is to try to go after Dr. Wily, and the only place you can start is from these Robot Masters. And of course, the Robot Masters are goofy as usual, like Rainbow Man and Yo-Yo Man. They're all just freaking goofy anyways. Anyways, so what I'm going to start with is... probably Comet Woman? I don't know, she's like the easiest to fight out of all of them in my opinion. The recommended thing that they have on their site for this game says you should start with Nail Man, but Nail Man can be a pain in the ass. So, also, you probably noticed that I'm not freaking like bleeping out my swears anymore, and that's because I was just being stupid. So, the only thing that they're concerned about with that is monetizing your videos. And I can't whoa, it's a little laggy. Why is it a little laggy? Oh god. It's supposed to be running a little smoother than this. But anyways, that's strictly for monetizing your videos. So that's all they're saying, is that you can't monetize your videos if there's too much like harsh swearing in it. But I can't monetize my videos anyway. So it's like, why do I care about censoring my swears? So I'm not gonna be doing that anymore, and I apologize for censoring out any swears. It's like, oh, whatever. Didn't really need to be in the first place. Okay. Oh, get out of here. There's always those annoying enemies in Mega Man games that can float around wherever you want to go, or wherever you need to go. Come on, shoot. There we go. Ah, I was waiting for him to shoot so that wouldn't happen. Frick! Oh my god! Get out of here! Jeez! It's kind of funny. I want to say that I'm actually a pro Mega Man player because I've played Mega Man my entire life. But whenever I hear like pro in my mind are those people that can do speed runs and beat the game in like 5 minutes somehow. Oh, get out of here. Oh god! And the other funny thing is too, like, you might hear me freak out a couple of times because, like I said, this game can get relentlessly difficult. And the funny thing is, I don't think I've ever actually died in this game from being, like, shot or hurt too much. I'm pretty sure every time I've died, it's because I got knocked into a pit. And that's just like, what the crap? Oh yeah, but see, here's the thing from Whirlpool Man stage. You get the water cannon. I was like, oh, cool. Which the water can... Ah, give me my buster back. The water cannon's kind of OP. Yeah. And then you have, all of these are freaking spikes. Everybody knows Mega Man now. I don't feel like I need to explain, like, the mechanics of Mega Man. Sorry, every time I make those jumps, my butt cheeks are just like, ugh! It's freaking horrible. Ah! But this game, like I mentioned before, is fan-made. And it's actually really freaking good. I was kind of worried that, like, when I saw, like, a fan-made Mega Man game, like, specifically Mega Man, not like 20XX, which has different characters and everything, I was kind of worried that they're going to end up, like, ruining the name. But no, they actually do a pretty good job. I could say probably most Mega Man fans would actually really enjoy this game. I'm pretty certain of it, actually, that they would just really enjoy it. Just because it has, like, the same aesthetics, the same feel as, like, the other Mega Man games, and they have their own quirks that makes it feel like, so you're not playing just another Mega Man game. It actually feels original in its own way. Like, this stage, for instance, has low gravity because you're in space, which is freaking cool. It also kind of doesn't make sense. What's with games now and doing that, by the way? In space, you always have low gravity, and it's like, there's only a couple planets you could go to that would actually have that. For the most part, space doesn't have gravity at all. So, is it just the station? I don't know. Most games that have space in it now has low gravity for some reason, and they probably have their own sci-fi reason as to why. They're like, oh, this is why there's low gravity. Oh, come on, make that jump. Oh! That jump is so hard to make. Get out of here! I might have to spam this guy. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I'll just take that. I'll take that and I'll go. Oh, get over there! Shiz, man. It's so hard to make that jump. Also, I caught on to my friend when we were playing 20XX at one point. He was like... he was kind of making fun about the whole door thing. How, like, sometimes when you go through the doors, you're just you're like stuck in still motion like this, and you're like sliding through the door. And I tried to explain to him that that's actually just a Mega Man trope. That's just to make Mega Man fans go, ah! Comment woman. So all the bosses in here too have their own unique ways of fighting things, and none of them are really all that cheap. That's the other cool thing. none of the bosses, I can't believe I'm saying this, in a Mega Man game are actually that cheap. They all have their own specific way that you gotta fight them. They have, like, things you gotta look out for. And it's pretty simple as long as you get down the pattern, just like other Mega Man games. Ah, crap! Aha! Sucker! I'm probably doing this, like, not doing this justice by playing this with a charge beam, to be honest. Ah! Oh, get out of here. Oh, no. I'm almost dead, too. Oh. Holy crap, I almost died. Oh, that was almost really bad. Though some of the areas in this game gets really frustrating, though. Like, unbelievably frustrating. I actually haven't beaten this game on original yet. And so, that's what kind of, like, makes me just like, argh! Pisses me off. See, look at that. They even have their own little animations for everything, their own drawings. And they show you what the abilities do, just like other Mega Man games. I don't know why I'm saying a lot of that. It's all pretty self-explanatory. It's just, they're all a Mega Man game. Anyways, I'm going to save that to 7. Oh yeah, here's the other difference. You get a shop. So you can actually buy lives and stuff with the bolts that you pick up. But, I mean, most things cost quite a bit. And the one I usually go for is this first. Because this is that item that makes it so that when you pick up the energy pallets or whatever to restore your weapon's energy, it'll actually just automatically restore whatever you have equipped first, and then anything that is the lowest. Has the lowest amount of energy left, so... Which I like that. That's really cool. I hope this isn't going to be too boring of a video, because I already know where to go for the most part. I already know who to go after, and it's... Jetman is weak to Comet Woman. Some of the things in this game doesn't make sense, like Yo-Yo Man, strong against Glue Man kind of thing. It's like, it's just because Yo-Yo Man has a yo-yo cutter, and I guess he cuts the glue. But if you've ever taken scissors to glue, your scissors are freaking destroyed. So I don't know. I don't freaking know. Ah, get out of here. Flight has been delayed. Oh, and you always have these enemies. These enemies are a freaking Mega Man trope, and it's actually really douchey that they exist. Because literally, their only purpose is to make you fall into a hole. That's it. Ah, get out of here. I thought it was going to be another bomber. Oh, crap. Yeah, their only goal is to literally make you fall in a hole and instantly die. That seemed to be a theme back in that time with NES games. Is like, there was always had to be like one thing that was able to like instantly kill you. That was a risky jump. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Oh god, this jump. Frick, man. Yeah, and you still got little mini bosses too. Oh crap. It honestly, like, it took me a little bit to figure out how everything works in this and how everything moves around and, like, how to counteract it, what I should do, where should I move to, like, everything that I'm doing right now took me actually a little while to learn. Which is kind of like the cool part of any Mega Man game, really, is trying to figure... Whoa. My freaking audio went all bonkers there for a second. Anyways... Because most Mega Man games, like, the fun part about playing them is by beating, like, basically trying to pick a boss that you can beat. And when you can't beat it, you go and try other bosses. And then when you finally beat that boss, the fun part is trying to figure out, like, who you can use that weapon against. And the crappy thing about it, though, is that you can't always use logic to figure that out. I think the first 2 games you were allowed to use logic, and then the rest of them were just like, oh, screw it, nobody cares. Like, oh, you freaking ah! No! Oh gosh, I almost hit the spikes. Oh no! Freaking punks. Like, Mega Man 9, for instance, though, you had actually the first official female robot master that you could fight that came from Capcom. Because before that, all of them were man. It was like, oh, Wood Man, Metal Man, Cut Man, you know, stuff like that. And, oh jeez. Sorry, I'm starting to focus a little more. I'm like, ah. But, yeah, in Mega Man 9, Splash Woman's weakness, who, by the way, is like this mermaid robot master that's underwater, is B-Man, I think is his name? Yeah, it was B-Man. Which, that didn't make any sense to me, because you're, like, literally sending little robot bees up to attack her underwater. I mean, it made sense for what the weapon actually did, but it didn't make sense in terms of, like, it's a bee underwater. So, there a lot of games came out that you couldn't really use common sense for. And then the Mega Man X series actually solved a lot of that, made a lot of that better. Get out of here. But yeah, the Mega Man X series made that, oh jeez, made that way better by being like, oh, well, we still don't have to entirely make sense with our weapons, but our weapons actually do something to the boss. Oh my god, I almost didn't make that jump. Oh yeah, that's right. What? Okay. So, this is one question I have. Why place spikes down there? If you're gonna fall down there, you're going to die anyway. So what's the purpose of adding spikes? Just to add insult to injury? Is that what that's about? Oh shit, I fired way too high. Hiya! No, stop closing your hood. Okay, I need to wait until his hood actually opens up again. Yeah, screw you, punk. We didn't really use any of the other weapons. I didn't even use Comet Woman's weapon. That's kind of the weird thing. I should be using the Robot Master's weapons more often, but for the most part, I don't really use their weapons. Trying to press enter. Oh, there we go. Hiya! So yeah, he's weak to Comet Woman's attacks. Mainly because he likes to fly into you a lot, and Comet Woman gives you this invincibility frame when you use her ability, making it way harder for Jetman to actually hit you. Oh my gosh, since I beat the Jetman Omega, this feels so freaking easy now. Feels like stupidly easy. Because the Jetman Omega, on top of, like, dropping those bombs, he would, like, literally cover the entire screen with those, so you couldn't jump over him like I was just doing. You had to actually destroy one by shooting it as it was falling while moving under the one you think you're going to destroy. It was such a pain. I spent, like, 40 minutes trying to beat that one freaking Robot Master. Anyway, so we already have our second boss done. Holy crap. Am I gonna be able to just do this in one episode? So yeah, he has a special charge-up trait that allows your missiles to, like, heat-seek a target, which is pretty freaking cool. Also, I highly doubt that I have enough to get that item from the shop, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So next is Yoyo Man, which there's always at least one Robot Master in every Mega Man game that looks stupid. Looks really stupid. Okay, anyways, sorry about that. So yeah, you always have one Robot Master that just looks really stupid, and this is one of them. But there's actually a reason behind it too, though, because apparently he was designed to entertain kids, I guess, before he went all rogue, and so they wanted him to have, like, a goofy appearance, so that he didn't, like, you know, scare the kids with yo-yos that actually had, like, chainsaws on them. Oh no. Can I hit this guy with what I have? I think I can hit him with this. Yeah, oh, I can't get those, though. Crap. I don't have a weapon yet that allows me to, get through this wall. Oh yeah, you can see right there right now. I know you guys can't see my health bar or the, which actually, I'm going to change that real quick. Hang on. There we go. So I actually decided to move my face to the bottom right. That way, it doesn't block anything. There's nothing that happens on the bottom right. And this freaking music, man. But you can see under the weapons energy bar that it says Omega now. It didn't used to do that. It used to be just like this one. Or this one. Like, it didn't used to show the Omega symbol. And like I said, all that actually does is it makes it so that, you consume way less energy when using that robot master's weapon. Oh god, all these freaking areas make my butt cheeks clench. I'm just gonna use this, screw you. I don't even care. Yeah. Yeah, see, then you have these as a gimmick where you have to, like, jump to make them go up. And as you're standing on them, they'll go back down. Get out of here, stupid saw blade thing. Oh, God, I thought I was going to fall into the hole. Out of here. God, everything about this make my butt cheeks clench. I really apologize if this game appears laggy to you guys. It's not normally laggy, so I don't know why it's lagging now. It's kind of... It's kind of irritating me, to be honest. Get out of here. I was raging so hard at this game, though, because then what happened when I died at the end, I was like, really? Say, like, did that really have to happen? I'm gonna go down here, I don't care. Screw you. And screw you. Nobody loves you. There we go, let's refill that energy. So without that item, you have to actually swap to the weapon that you want to refill energy on and do it that way. Otherwise, you can't refill your energy. Oh, crap. Get out of here. God, nobody loves you! Oh, God! Of course, there are spikes at the bottom. Oh, okay, cool, there was a checkpoint. Oh, so there was the first death. Now comes the many, many more that's about to happen. Crap, I didn't know where I was going to be able to stand and be safe. I didn't want to start jumping over the gaps just to get hit and knocked into a pit. Nobody likes being knocked into a pit. Oh, frick! This actually isn't too far from a real Mega Man game, though. Because this is how it was in a real Mega Man game, especially in the second one. Everyone claims that was the best Mega Man game that's ever existed, just because I had that little tune that was like and that game, it had some cool stuff in it, but oh my God, there was areas that were relentlessly difficult. That was back when the freaking appearing blocks or whatever, the ones that have the annoying sound that makes everybody want to kill themselves. That's when those were, like, at its worst. Like, they were so freaking bad. I gotta immediately move to the left. Oh, I could have stayed on the ladder. Nope, it's not knocking me into the spikes. Holy crap. Sorry, I got really focused again, guys. Okay. We made it farther than before. We only died once, we made it farther than before. There we go. Get rid of that punk. I just don't want... nope. I just didn't want him knocking me in the hole. And I'm not going after that thing on the left. In case you didn't know, what those are... Those... Oh, hello. Those are little energy capsules that when you collect 4 of them, give you a full energy tank. Or, like, one of those things down at the very bottom left. So if you're running out of energy, you could always use one of those and get all your health back, essentially. Oh, crap. It's gonna be one of these. Okay, I needed to wait for that to come down so I could jump on this. Let that go way up there. There we go. Oh, God, the spikes. There's so many spikes. Which, by the way, if you're playing on easy, there's not this many spikes everywhere. The map actually changes according to your difficulty level. Get out of here. Nope, not even gonna bother with you. Nope, you're just gonna knock me into the hole. Okay, so this guy's weakness is Jetman's homing missile. And this one's pretty obvious for the reason as to why it works. Oh, crap. He might end up killing me first. Nope, I got him. I almost ran out of health. What the crap? Even the face cam right here is lagging a little bit. Whoa. That's weird. So yeah, we got a new ability. I think this is probably where I'm going to cut it to. Because this is the third Robot Master that we've just... No. Yeah, this is the third Robot Master we just killed in a row out of a total of 10, I guess you can technically say. You have the original A, and then you have Whirlpool Man, and then another secret one. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one good here. We actually killed 3 Robot Masters. Let me know if you guys like watching this Mega Man Unlimited game. I'm probably, I don't know. What I've kind of been into lately is just playing whatever the frick I want. And I think that's the problem I have with trying to make most series videos, is that I usually just don't do that. Borderlands is an exception, because Borderlands is just one of those games where, like, I can never get tired of. It's so freaking fun from beginning to end, no matter who you play as. The humor is always there, it's always funny, which is why I freaking like it. Oh, it's gonna do a little intro thing. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just kind of like in the mood where I just want to play whatever I want. And I'm sorry if that upsets people, but I mean, that's how I am. I can only play one game for so long. Eventually, I need to go back and I need to finish Doom, which is the very first Let's Play series I started doing, and I never freaking finished it. I need to finish Doom, and I need to finish Outlast, Borderlands, Dishwasher Vampire Smile. I am really bad at that. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to see some more of my content. Freaking hands, what are you doing? And you guys, have an awesome day! And there through the wall. Yeah! Crap, I didn't know where I was going to be able to stand to be safe. I didn't want to start jumping over the gaps just to get hit and knocked into a pit. Nobody likes being knocked into a pit. Oh, frick!